Hey, welcome back to Deep Fried Ideas. I'm Bradley.
I'm Bryce!
Wait, what? I'm so confused. What did you just say, Bob?
I said, hi, welcome back to Deep Fried Ideas. I'm Bradley.
Oh, hi. I'm Randy.
I'm Bryce!
I'm not taking that last part out. That's all going to stay in there.
Cool.
Hooray!
Freaking Bryce
It's
is playing
another
Samsung.
exciting week with DFI.
You're not going to be able to hear Randy at all, probably, so good luck. He doesn't have a mic, so that's going to be good.
Yep, he's on a vacay, and I am on payday.
I'm just using...
Bryce, you're done with school. How is that?
Freaking sexy. I'm so happy. I finished everything with relatively good grades except for calculus. Screw calculus.
Well, screw school, that's what you say, because you're done with it.
What does relatively good grades mean?
Well, I don't want to get too personal on the show, but A minus.
Oh.
Oh, that's good.
Pretty good for me is C or above.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Oh man.
What's
Yeah.
relatively good grades? Is in like C's, B's, maybe?
I don't get kicked out of school, so that's relatively good.
Right? Exactly.
Hey man, that's all that counts.
What did I say? C's get degrees?
C, yep.
And these get.
Capris.
D's nuts.
Did you say capris?
Yeah, Capris.
I like
Capris.
McCree's from the hit game Destiny.
Or a daiquiri.
Oh, dude, this place.
These get daiquiris? Man, I get these all day.
D's nuts.
Ooh. Anyways, so what has everyone been up to?
Relaxing with the Joker, dude.
Relaxing.
Nothing like some good old Joker ASMR to start your day.
There's nothing worse than good old Joker ASMR to start your day.
I love one of the comments on the video because it's like, isn't ASMR supposed to calm you down? I'm gonna have nightmares about this for weeks.
Yeah.
Alright. I kind of stole it away. I'm sorry, Brad.
No, that's all you, bro. I'm not the captain.
Yes, you are.
Oh.
I'm the captain now.
Look at me. I'm the captain. Okay, Bryce, you were talking about a new game coming out. Tell us about it.
Oh my goodness, is it gonna be good?
Yeah.
Better be good.
I guess I can chat for my week. That's kind of like for all of us to discuss. So do you want to finish explaining our weeks, or do you just want to jump right into it?
I mean, has anyone done anything exciting in their week?
I know pretty much everything there is to be about werewolves. That's pretty cool.
True.
But I'll talk about that, I guess, a little bit later. So, Bryce, take it away.
I'm going to talk a little bit about Jessica Jones first, because I did watch that.
So rude.
So I watched...
So you can talk about Jessica Jones?
Jessica?
Wait,
Jessica.
Who's Jessica? Who's Jones Jessica?
Jessica.
Jessica Jeans? Is that like the Indian adaptation?
That's my imaginary friend.
She has her own jean company.
Mm-hmm. Jessica Jeans. It's like the Levi's of Mexico. Jessica Jeans.
Is that like the prequel to the sisterhood of like the traveling pants, dude?
Yeah, that's where it came from.
Some deep lore out of the cracks and the buttholes of the earth.
Jeez.
But I watched both seasons, 26 episodes in total, 13 each, like standard Marvel Netflix setup.
That's really great.
I'd say that's about accurate. Like I
heard it was the second. To be fair, I heard it was the second.
The second one?
The second best of all the DC shows. I've heard.
It's Marvel, bro.
That's what I meant. Sorry, Marvel. I've heard that the Daredevil is like the best one. Then Jessica Jones is next best. Then heard that No, the
Punisher?
Punisher is next, and then Luke Cage, not great, and then I've heard that Iron Fist is just awesome.
Yeah, I can support that. Mostly, I put Punisher above Jessica Jones, though. I enjoyed it much more than Jessica Jones, just mainly because the first season, it was kind of weak, honestly, in my opinion. There was just a lot of plot holes and inconsistencies, and honestly, it was. I almost stopped watching it a couple times because I'm like, man, this is so dumb. Like, this is so kind of an oxymoron to say unrealistic about a show like that, but it's just.
Man, this is so unrealistic. I can't believe it was that.
It's not
She
sticking.
can only throw things somewhat impossible.
Yeah. But something that was super strong was the villains from both seasons.
Yeah.
Pretty commonly known about the first one, so I'll just kind of share about the first one. He was a guy called the Purple Man,
I didn't know that.
or Kilgrave.
I didn't know that.
That is probably the most overtly evil name that you could ever come up with. Just Kilgrave. Why not Murder Kyle?
Because DC had that bug.
Yeah. So
Murder Kyle.
he is a villain from the comics, and they change him a little bit. He's actually played by David Tennant. I think Doctor Who made.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really good.
I'm pretty sure. I'm like 90% sure on that. Sorry for
You
messing
sound
up.
really sure.
I'm just not good with actor, but so his power is not really spoiler. It's kind of well known. It's been out for a while, but
Spoilers,
is
dude.
being able to control people by you do whatever he tells you to. Like he's like, hey, jump off a cliff. You're gonna go run, find a cliff and jump off. He says, hey, go kill the person next to you. You're gonna kill the person next to you like your life depends on it. So
I don't want to.
So what you're saying is he's just really charismatic.
Yeah, he just he can just convince you. So like that's like a really good idea.
kind of, I guess. But it just makes him to be like really scary and like I don't know. I found it very unsettling, which is pretty good for like a bad guy. And also something I also really liked about Jessica Jones was that a lot of it is gray. There's not like cut and dry, like good and bad, like black and white. A lot of it is like kind of muddled in the middle, where you as like the viewer have to kind of decide where Jessica Jones has to decide what's right and what's wrong.
You decide next.
You decide. Yeah. So I thought like second season was definitely better. It had less plot holes and inconsistencies, which is really nice. And
it's always a good thing to know.
yeah, definitely. So I don't know if I'd like super recommend it. Like the first season was kind of rough. So I put it up to your own discretion. Like if you really are kind of a fan of like Marvel stuff, I like the character of Jessica Jones. She was really good too.
What is her power again?
So her power is pretty interesting, where it's realistic super strength. Like she's not super OP. Like she can like lift a refrigerator with ease, or rip a car door off relatively easily, or just like where it's not like totally ridiculous, but it's not like human in any sense, And
she's not freaking picking up the pyramids with one hand.
Yeah, I know. Pushing over buildings or anything like that.
Right.
Yeah, she's not like indestructible or anything either. She can get shot.
Is she durable?
So the way that they describe it in the show, they changed it a bit from the comics, because in the comics she's about as durable as she is strong, which means that she's like not crazy, where she's probably not bulletproof, but she can be like cut by a knife and stuff like that.
Okay.
And in the show, she can be shot, she can be cut, she can get the crap beaten out of her by like regular people, but she does heal like slightly faster and stuff like that. So
I feel like that's almost a necessity for any superhero, because otherwise, if they get into a fight one day, it's like, well, I'm out for the week.
yeah,
Give me a couple months and I'll be back.
Because after the season finale, the season is just like, we're in the hospital. Hooray!
The next season, it's like, all right, we'll be back in 2 years. Like, she fully.
Yeah, So.
Every superhero has to heal in an aggressive way anyway.
Mm-hmm. Some more than others.
Yeah, some more than others, obviously.
But I do want to share one moment that I thought kind of just hilariously bad in the first season. So she does meet Luke Cage in the first season because they live in like the same neighborhood. And Luke Cage's ability is also super strength, but he also has like indestructible skin.
Right.
And so to prove this to Jessica Jones, he shows up in her apartment, and then she's like, "Yo, what are you doing
That's
here?"
not creepy.
Like,
That's super
and
weird.
he's like, "Man, I have indestructible skin."
Check out how indestructible skin.
And just wait, he just picks up a random buzzsaw that was laying on the floor, turns it on, and pulls up his shirt and goes like, "Look at this, chick. It does nothing to my skin. It does nothing." And it's like, come on, man. There's plenty of other ways you could have illustrated that to her than picking up a random buzzsaw that you decided to take to her apartment, plug in, have set up for her, and turn on. Just because you wanted to.
He was just ready for show and tell.
Yeah, for real. So it's like stuff like that where I'm like, that's kind of like weird and kind of ridiculous. But all right, yeah, that's kind of Jessica Jones. So I'd say
That's a hilarious time for his powers.
Right.
Oh my goodness! Take me to the hospital right now. I'm in bad shape.
Yeah. That's just Jessica Jones, though. I'd say if you're a fan of Marvel, watch it. If not, you could probably pass it up and be fine.
What if I am a fan of Marvel, but probably not going to watch it?
That's the same though.
Then don't watch it.
But now I feel bad for not watching it because I like Marvel.
Don't be a fanboy then.
You know what? I don't think Stanley's gonna come after you and fight you.
Yeah,
Man,
I don't think he's
too
running
soon,
really far.
Dude. Oh my gosh.
Um,
I did also learn some interesting octopus facts.
Oh yeah,
Like,
go for
a
it.
600-pound octopus can fit in a hole the size of a quarter, and the octopus genes are
It's just a
unlike
very
any
dense
other.
octopus.
It's a very dense octopus. Oh yeah, it's just like a tiny.
It's like the size of the quarter. It's just weighs 600 pounds. He's just very dense.
Man, densest creature in the world. Yeah, but their genes are unlike anything we have seen in the animal kingdom, so much so that they can be described as alien.
So
Alright.
let me question that really quick. So
Yeah.
there is something that exists that is uncomparable to anything else, just like the taste of crab is uncomparable to anyone else.
Frickin' heck, man.
Am I right? Am I right?
Sure.
Wait, you were on my side
Sure.
last time.
I know, it's just like this
Except
should have
nobody
died
described
2
the
weeks
taste
ago,
of-
man.
It's not gonna
Except
die.
nobody describes the taste of crab as alien. They just go, it tastes like crab. And it's like, that's not an answer.
How do you describe an
Pretty
alien though?
Alien, you go, alright, sure.
Oh my gosh.
It's like, it tastes like crab. It's like, well,
Okay, Randy.
even something that does, like, I can, like, even things that have no other comparison, or like trying to describe something for the first time is
Oh.
generally, like, you can try at least. Like
Nope.
trying to describe what sour is to somebody who's never tasted sour. You could try. But no, you just go, it tastes like crab. And that's everybody. Everyone's like, it tastes like crab. It's like, nothing more? You don't want to expound on that?
I have a definition for you, Randy.
Yeah?
Crab tastes like a very delicate fish with a
There you
subtle
go.
sweetness and a slight brine.
Alright. Thank you.
There you go.
I need it.
Straight
Fishy.
from Reddit, I think.
Subtly fishy.
It's a subtly fishy with a taste of brine and sweetness.
I don't know what brine means, but...
Brine is like salt water.
Oh, okay. So it's like salty fish. Wonderful.
It's not even salty fish.
I wouldn't. I don't know if like that gives a great apt description of it, but you know what? Since this won't die, I just figure we finish it here and now.
Here's to make it die. Randy, I will take you to a place to get crab as soon as you get back.
Done. And you're fading.
And then you'll be able to decide what you think it tastes like.
So next, I will say more than crab.
Nope, you won't.
It's incredible, man. It's like ambrosia. It's food of the gods, dude.
It cannot be described. It's food.
It's food.
Fruit.
How
would you describe oatmeal?
Oats?
Oatmeal?
Yeah.
It tastes
like oatmeal
like,
cream.
It's kind of mushy. But it tastes.
How do you taste mushy? That's a texture.
No, because you've had mushy before. Compared to things that
I've had mushy tomatoes, and mushy tomatoes do not taste like oatmeal.
No, I was gonna expound on that. I was saying it tastes mushy, and it tastes kind of. It has a grain taste as well. It tastes like a mushy grain.
But okay, first of all, I agree with Bryce. Mushy it doesn't count because it doesn't
That's
taste.
Texture.
Yeah, texture and taste are very different.
Those are very.
I could say crab tastes like fleshy. That doesn't make any sense.
No, but I'm just saying you gotta get the whole thing. Because otherwise you can be like, oh yeah, it tastes like grain, and I was like, okay, so it's like a piece of bread. It's like no, because it's not bread. It's a mushy kind of taste. It's got a mush to it. So you gotta include the texture there, so then they know what to expect. Because otherwise they're gonna be like, oh, so it's like bread, but a little bit different. It's like no, nothing like bread, but the taste is somewhat similar because it's both grains. But the texture is so much different that it makes it taste very different.
Well,
that's why you include that.
A mushy piece of bread and a piece of bread taste exactly the same. Just because they're different textures, they still taste exactly the same.
No, they taste very different.
Nope.
I like the taste of bread. I do not like the taste of wet, moist bread.
Whoa! Wet and moist are not mushy. That's another. That's two different textures.
Because you know what's moist? Raw meat. And raw meat cannot be
I didn't say moist, I said mushy.
So mushy, like if I take a piece of bread and mush it together, it tastes like bread.
No. Because mushing is good, it doesn't have water in it.
But yeah, so
what?
But then oatmeal has water in it, so it's not mushy, it's wet,
it's
moist.
Mushy.
So it's wet, moist, and mushy. If I just mush it.
So it's moist mushy.
Yeah, but if I mush a piece of bread together, then mush piece of...
For goodness, you guys were saying you shouldn't eat texture taste, and you're gonna say, well, but now you gotta add extra modifiers onto things.
You can use texture, but you can't count that as a taste. So now you're just...
I wasn't counting it as a taste, I was using it as a prefect.
Now you're just saying oatmeal tastes like wheat, or grain only. So if I can... So nuts, that's a grain, or oats.
Nuts are not grains. What are you talking about?
No. The taste of the taste of of nuts and the taste of just eating straight grain taste very similar.
No, they don't.
Yes.
If you're eating like whole wheat bread, maybe, but white bread, totally different.
Well, I was talking grainy texture as well, because if
I was talking white bread, and then also the problem with oatmeal is that you don't normally just eat plain oatmeal. It's usually that you eat oatmeal with like sugar and blueberries and all kinds of other things added into it. So because
maybe if you're a pussy,
describe the taste. It's like, well, it tastes like whatever you're gonna put it. Because the taste in of itself is like bland, mushy, grain mush.
You used mush twice.
Yeah, because it's mushy.
Using mush.
Dude, it's so mushy. I just need to get across the point of how mushy this substance is.
Oh my freaking heck. What's this killing?
Mushy.
So you could say it tastes like throw up.
No!
If you've eaten nothing,
like draw.
If you've eaten nothing but oatmeal beforehand,
no, because it's mixing with stomach bile, and stomach bile is revolting and tastes nothing like.
That's just trying to fight, but not doing it very well.
No, I know I'm correct. I just don't know how to say my argument, but I know I'm correct.
No, you're not.
My argument is Randy is wrong, and trees are not.
What?
Nuts are not grains.
Nuts are not grains.
I didn't. I said the taste of a handful of grain and a handful of nuts. You they taste exactly the same.
I'm gonna buy you some freaking almonds, and you have a handful of almonds and then a handful of meal or a handful.
No. We're gonna get almond bread and then regular wheat bread, and you taste them, and it's gonna be very different.
See, that's bringing bread into it again.
No, but what I mean by
leave your mushy bread out of this.
No, because I was gonna say we just feed him almonds and bread, but the texture is gonna be so different. He's gonna know which one's which.
That's why I said just straight grain and straight nut.
All right. Well, so you eat shredded almond and shredded
Why does it have to be shredded? Why can't we just take it in its pure form? Why do we have to shred it? It just literally plain.
Because otherwise, it's gonna be this is obviously a nut because it's in the shape of a nut. So
I'll just close my eyes.
You can't tell what substance it is.
I'll just close my eyes.
You have to try to figure out.
We can get almond flour and then regular flour.
That's what I was saying. To make almond bread and wheat.
Not bread, because then that's cooking and you're adding in yeast and that dilutes the flavor.
No, I'm just gonna freaking add water and then bake it.
Yeah. It's just gonna have bricks.
Yeah. I'm just making it into a consumable substance and then you can eat it.
You can eat raw flour. It tastes like garbage, but
it doesn't really have a taste if it's just flour. It's just dust.
It tastes powdery.
Exactly.
Which is also a texture.
Oh my goodness, you just described it as a texture. Right.
Intentionally.
This is insane. I don't understand. You're not making any sense trying to describe things by texture.
Freaking heck. Can we kill this already, Captain?
Yep. Okay, it's dead. Alright, so I'm going to talk about
You
something now.
responded to Captain! Official Captain.
Alright,
there we go.
I just finished a show. One that I swore I would never watch. So I just finished.
Thanks. Our sandwiches now.
So actually, I'm going to talk about two, and they both have almost the same exact name. So this one is called Future Man. It's a Hulu original. It has the same kid actor from Journey to the Center of the Earth, I think, right?
And Hunger Games, he's Peeta.
And Hunger Games, Peeta. I totally forgot about that movie. What an awful movie.
I thought Hunger Games was alright, at the very least.
See, I really like the books. The movies, to me, I just I didn't feel the emotion I felt in the books. I know, I know that there's the books and the movies are totally different, and I totally understand that. But when I watch a movie and I don't feel the emotion, it's just I can't get behind it as much. So didn't love it. But anyways,
yeah, I feel you on that one with Aragon.
Oh my gosh, right? And it was an awful movie. So
all these dead freaking memes, dude. Get this dead garbage out of our podcast.
Anyways, Future Man. Basically, it's was made a while ago, so I don't care about spoilers or anything.
I think they're coming out with the second season.
What? Yeah.
How? It ended comfortably.
Yeah, no, the second season's coming.
Oh, so, okay. I guess I'll be careful.
Strap up.
Anyways, a guy time travels a lot, and it's just super confusing. A few funny parts. I didn't understand most of it, but not like Rick and Morty not understanding it. I just didn't understand why it existed, I guess. And
it was that was not a funny joke, and honestly, when you tried to do that, it didn't really come together.
And they're like us, because they say a joke and then just keep going with it, and just it's not funny the first time or the 100th time. Just calm down.
Oh, that's too real, man. Is that our point?
That hurt. That was really deep.
Let's see, and then I don't know. It was just kind of it was. I mean, it was fine. I didn't hate my life watching it, but I
hated my life when I was watching it.
I didn't understand their concept of time travel. But maybe that's because I don't understand the concept of time travel in general. So I don't know.
Sure.
But no, it was all right. And then another.
Let me break it down for you. You know time. You travel through it. That's time travel.
Well, so it's not that aspect. It's the aspect of if you if you do one thing in the past, it changes in the future. But they talked to one guy, and he was pretty insignificant. And then they went back into the future or back to present, I guess. And the entire world was gone. I was like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Did they say anything of note? Like, you're going to win the lottery?
To that specific person, I don't think they did. I mean, I think they were like, yo, what up, I'm from the future.
Yo, future.
I don't know. And then like, the one character, like, was present in all the time, but, like, didn't ever, like, he was just, like, happened to be younger in the past, older in the future. Obviously, that makes sense. But, like, he wasn't like a main character, like, time traveling. He just was present in all of the scenes and remembered every single thing that they did, and was like, even if they went back, were in the future, went back in time, went back to the future, back in time, so like it should have lapped over and he shouldn't have remembered that first thing, but he would remember like all of them, and it was just kind of weird. And
so
then, go for it.
So their timeline was just about as confusing as the X-Men.
Yes, exactly. And the second one, it's I'm on season 5 of Futurama.
You continued?
Yeah, I did, and it's great. Randy, you've missed a lot of really, really funny episodes.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's
sad you watched it without me.
Well, you've been gone. I'm not gonna just not do anything with my life.
Just sit in the corner, dude.
Just crawl or something until I get back.
I mean, if I could. But it's really good. I would recommend that one definitely more than I would recommend Future Man. But I enjoy it. Our cartoon movies are always, or shows are always good.
Has evidence of Rick and Morty.
Yeah. Well, the first one I watched, like, adult cartoon was
Oh, do tell.
not that. It's whatever.
Was Archer?
No, it was Robot Chicken and then Archer.
Well, Robot Chicken is more animation.
Man, I think that was like everybody's like
animation
first
style of animation.
adult-oriented like cartoon.
Yeah. But it's never, I mean, the only good ones are the Star Wars ones. Other than that, none of them are good.
Yeah, that's so true.
And then, yeah, Archer, I've been watching that for forever. What a good show. Brooklyn Nine-Nine, that season's coming out beginning of next year. It's like January 7th that show comes back on, which I'm really excited for. And then Vikings season 5 just started again.
Man, so excited.
I'm excited. I love that show.
Let's freaking go, dude.
So, TV's always fun. How about you, Randy? Any shows?
No.
Any games?
I'm gonna watch The Hunting of Hill House.
Probably not.
He watched. No, I got my brother to watch it, and he loved it.
Nope.
And I told him that he needed to watch it. He was like, he started it on a plane ride, and I was like, it's even better at night when it's dark and you're living by yourself. He's like, yeah, I can see that. But he watched all the way through it. He really enjoyed it. So, believe it or not, but it is a good show.
Oh, I believe it's a good show for that kind, but I'm not into the whole scary, jumpy, or intense.
It's not scary, jumpy.
But scary something.
It's scary, but
I'm into lighthearted that I never have to think about.
When I was down there, you wanted to go see Slender Man.
Right?
That's spooky.
Slender Man.
Although, a horrible movie.
Was it Slender Man? I don't remember.
Yeah. Yeah, you were like, let's go see Slender Man. I was like, nah, man, that movie's trash. Let's go see Tag.
See, I'm down to watch that, but Haunted of Hill House or whatever, that's like a thinking scary movie.
It's a good show, dude. It's a good show.
See, I watch movies and TV shows to escape thinking, because I don't do it in my real life. Why would I do it in my pleasure life?
Nice, so good. It's good. Just hate it. But other than that, I started playing Borderlands because I've never finished that.
Pre-sequel's really fun. I enjoyed it, but I thought
Nice.
what did you think about it, I guess, before I talk?
I'm only a little lazy. I like Borderlands 2 better.
Well, to me, it's fun. It just seemed thrown together.
Yeah.
I mean, it was, but
the quote unquote double jump mechanic is it's really good. Like using the Oz kits, the air, to be able to float double jump.
Yeah.
Just like feels very janky and not satisfying.
It's definitely no Borderlands 2.
Yeah, I think that's most people's opinion.
But that's like the wide accepted synopsis. Like that's what most people's feeling. And it's just it feels more like a DLC than another game. So
yeah, I can see that.
It's entertaining at least. And then I've also been playing Destiny, doing the Christmas event. Super fun. I got my Sparrow is now a Santa sleigh motorcycle, which is pretty dope.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a Santa sleigh motorcycle.
Nice. Cool.
Don't even worry, all of the presents. But and then I've also been playing the new DLC as well.
Nice. How is that?
It's good, but it feels like, I mean, so this is, I'm going to be like, my really good DLC because they announced, the way they described it is exactly what I did. And they summed it up perfectly. That it's not a story expansion, there's no story, nothing like that. It's just end game material essentially. So really, if you weren't already at max power going into this DLC, you won't be able to access the DLC right away. Like, because it starts out assuming that you're max power or even ahead. And so, but other than that, so like that's like what they explained it as. It's just a DLC full of end game. And so you start out and it's just back into the grind of getting higher power, and then you're doing the activities with two other people that are pretty difficult, but they drop you some pretty cool. It's pretty fun.
Okay.
It's an end game grind, which is exactly how they try to describe it as. A bunch of people are mad about it. Yeah, this is not what I purchased. I purchased a DLC. This feels like a chapter on things. Like, no, that's what you bought. What they described it as is just end game, no story, nothing else.
Mm-hmm. Would you say it's worth the $30 that you need to show up for?
Well, so that's if you get all of them, it's one of them. Just although I don't think you can buy them one at a time. $30 is you get all three of them, not just
right.
one.
Then the next 3 expansions.
Exactly. And it depends if you are getting it because like you just want Destiny, you've been wanting Destiny, you just want things to do, and then it's just going to give you more guns to grind and more things to do. And it's going to get you back in. But if you are like, oh man, I don't know if I really want to play, but like I just picked a DLC, so I want to make sure that DLC can get in. It's like might be not a whole ton to it. It's just it just gives you another reason to continue playing if you already wanted to play anyway. If that makes sense.
Yeah, totally.
So
okay.
It depends on what you want. If you want to continue playing and didn't have enough thing playing, so that's why you stopped playing. Where I was at, where I stopped playing just because I got nothing else to do, so I might as well stop playing. Then the same is good. Stop playing because you're bored of the game already. I don't think this is going to be serious.
Okay. Yeah, that's pretty much what I've been hearing is it's not for everybody, but if you're a really diehard fan, then it's pretty good. Alrighty.
Well, another thing, a game that I've been waiting to officially release for like 6 years finally came out.
Kingdom Hearts 3.
I wish. Nah, Daisy.
Oh yeah.
After like
Daisy Ridley?
After 10 years. No,
I love Daisy, man. She always has dinner with me.
Oh yeah.
She's such a cool person.
But so playing it again, like nothing changed to my in my opinion from when I played it the first time in 2015 to now. Nothing has changed to me. Like the graphics look a little bit better, and I still can't find any cool. Like I have like a shotgun right now, with like 2 bullets. I don't know. Like
have you and why for them?
Like I have.
I know that DayZ has the battle. Is that the main game, or is that just a side game? Is there like a survival thing that is the main part of the game?
It's
and they just created what you call it, a battle royale on the side, or was that the game?
Oh no, there's no battle royale. It's the survival game.
Oh, was it? Which one was it?
The only thing that
it's the King of the Hill. What did I think?
It doesn't have that as far as
no, but that's what I'm saying. Like, what game am I thinking?
You might be thinking of H1Z1.
That's what I'm thinking of. Yes, sorry.
Whatever the heck happened to that game?
Yeah. That's sorry.
But DayZ was like the OG, like all battle royales kind of spawned from that, is what I've heard.
Right.
But I don't know. It's all right. Like the zombies can climb stairs now, which is kind of lame.
Not as lame as them being able to talk.
I know. Walking Dead, yeah. I think for like a week they couldn't climb stairs, which was super nice. Like you could hide in a house and you'd be fine, but now they can climb it. But I think they have less health now. They're easier to kill, which, that's good.
Right.
Yeah, that's something I remember from the early footage I saw people playing, is that it was like impossible to kill like a zombie.
Yeah, exactly. But much better now, and but other than that, I don't love it. It's definitely not a game you should play by yourself. Like you definitely want to play with other people. Because like it's kind of like Ark. You're just not gonna have fun by yourself.
Is it better or worse than Ark?
Oh, way worse. Ark is way better.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Honestly, just because like you can build stuff in Ark, you can like you get to see that progression, and whatever it's called, DayZ. It's kind of just like you pick up weapons and you can
hope for the best.
Yeah. Let's see that. So you've been enjoying the free weekend? Have you purchased the full?
Oh, I've had the full game because I bought bought it back in like 2015.
Ah, you OG, man.
Yep.
Wow.
OG. Better since the started at the bottom. Now we're here.
Oh, and I also started playing Divinity: Original Sin 2 again.
Yeah.
I finally got farther than Randy and I did, which was not even finishing the tutorial. So.
Yeah. Has it gotten better?
It's still fun. Like I like it because I'm still getting that that D&D feel from it. I need it.
Right.
But it's definitely, I don't know. It's just I don't love the controls.
Yeah.
I just feel like it's trying too hard, and there's just like so many different things.
That's the story of my life.
So it's all right. Like I mean I love the character customization. I love, your like how intricate like each class is and everything, and how cool like each race is, and how like you can do different things. So I like that part a lot. But again, I think one player is not nearly as good.
Sure.
So I've been playing my daily Slay the Spire.
Right.
I'm getting better. I almost won the other day.
Nice. Progress.
Sweet, dude.
But yeah.
I want to win.
I haven't played that in a minute.
It's good. You should play it. Do the dailies at least.
Yeah. I should. I was like super close to getting so I don't know the Witcher the other day, and I was like, nope, I can't. I shouldn't.
Right.
And so that's why I ended up downloading Borderlands pre-sequel, because I was like, I need to play something, but I need to play something new that isn't something that I just bought. I've got games that I haven't yet, so I need to play those before. So.
I know. I almost bought Fallout the other day.
Yeah, 76.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of bad things.
Well, see that's
Come on, dude.
But see, I almost did because I just want to play Fallout. I love Fallout, but I just recently beat Fallout 3 again, so
Yeah. It's the same where I'm like, everyone's talking like about how garbage is, but I'm like, oh.
I know, I still want it.
I'll be disappointed because if I'm just going in expecting it,
I just need it to be good.
But
I want it to be the freaking be-all, end-all game, you know? Like,
the bee's knees.
Yeah, the bee's freaking knees, man. The cat's meow. Like, I think everybody in gaming for, like, a long time has been looking for that, like, prodigal son, so to speak, to, like, gaming just to come in, you know? For a while, it was Destiny. You know, everybody's like, man, this is going to be the game for freaking everybody. It's going to be the best, the greatest, you know? And then that title kind of maybe, I don't know if you guys agree, maybe switched over to No Man's Sky for a while, where it was like, dude, this game is going to be the game.
And then everyone kept getting disappointed. Like, I don't necessarily agree with it, but Destiny, and then people were kind of lost and disappointed by No Man's Sky, which has now come full circle, and it's a great game now from what I hear. But at first, anyway, it was just awful. And so then it was No Man's Sky, and then what would you say when was the thing that's going to be revolutionary afterward?
Well, I know what's coming up. I don't know exactly what was going to be the be-all, end-all game after
After No Man's Sky?
But I do know that Anthem has a lot of people hoping on it, that it's going to be that game, you know, where it's just going to be the game you can play for freaking ever and it never gets boring, you know. And
that's just, I don't believe that that's what Anthem's going to be. I don't have a whole lot.
I feel like it's going to be.
I hope it's going to be good.
There's been a lot of good things that they've been showing about it. Like, they showed some a customization screen where the customization is like insane, almost like it's like you have greater customization of your javelins, which are like the armor suits, than Warframe, you know.
Really?
And they showed off some other stuff, so it's looking good. But I feel like, unfortunately, that title that people want it to be the be-all, end-all game is just dooming a game to be disappointing every time, you know? And it's really kind of sad. You know, like, I want that type of game, but I don't think I'm ever going to see a game like that, you know? Like, sure, we might get close, you know? I feel like Destiny kind of, like, tapped into that a little bit, but...
I feel like Borderlands has been, in my opinion, the closest game to it. It's like, you would have stuck like Borderlands.
That's pretty valid, you know. Borderlands has stood up super well. I mean, like,
I feel like that's what a lot of people are trying to copy, is that looter shooter with really good grind to get like all kinds of guns. Like, that's what people are trying to copy. That's what Destiny was trying to emulate.
Yeah, really like mix Halo with and stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so I think that that's what, like, in my opinion, that would be. Although, Borderlands, I don't know if I would say it necessarily has like the longevity of like the game, like the story doesn't just like feel like it goes on forever, but like people just keep playing it forever.
Yeah, I mean, like, people are still grinding for those perfect weapons, you know.
Right.
And yeah, but Brad, do you have any thoughts on kind of the this thing of do you think it's just setting up a game for failure when you're wanting it to be the everything game?
So I think, like, are we talking about like literally a game for every kind of gamer?
No, like just the perfect.
No, I would just say like if you're gonna love this game, then like, if you like the game, then it's gonna be the only game.
I thought coming out, Sea of Thieves would have been much bigger of a hit. I thought
that's true.
It could have been
I agree with that.
a big, you know, because like there's a lot of like, I mean, especially like pirate game, if you just name that. Like, there's a lot of pirate games out there, but then this one was supposed to be the pirate game, right? This was supposed to be the exploration game, the game to do whatever you want to do game. And then it came out, and it was like, yeah, you could do it if we had anything to do.
Yeah, you can do anything, because we haven't given you anything to do. So you can do whatever you can think of. So,
I even think that 76 even was kind of trying to tap into that be-all end-all game, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know, at least in our group, we had some high hopes for this, you know. And we were hoping it was going to be, like, I think what a lot of people were hoping for, which is Fallout with co-op. You go mess around with your friends, kill some ghouls, clear out a raider camp, you know. But fortunately, it did not end up being that way, and it's just disappointed a lot of people, like all the other kind of games.
Just like me to my parents.
Oh,
so deep. Wow.
And then kind of like on the other side of the spectrum, there are, I don't know if it's smarter or not, but then there's another kind of thing where there are some companies that know they're not ever going to be an end-all like game. You got like Halo. They never thought this is going to be the end-all game, right? Because we just know we're going to come out with another one that's going to be better, but it's not. We're not going to end every gaming thing. And then you get Call of Duty.
That's the same with Call of Duty.
Yeah, you know that there's going to be better. But like,
we're not even trying to say that we're going to be better than our own games, because we're going to be trying to sell you the same game next year.
Exactly that, and then you get like the Assassin's Creed games. Yeah, they keep in some aspects get better, some aspects maybe not as good. But like, there's going to be another one every, I don't even know, 6 months. How often do they come out?
Yeah, pretty much every year.
Yeah, it's every year, I think. But like, so that like, there's like those opposite sides of the spectrum. Like, Destiny came out, it was going to be brand new. We didn't really know that there's going to be a second one coming out because this one was supposed to be the game,
For at least 10 years, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I don't think there's going to be another Sea of Thieves, right? But, who's to say that there's going to be Sea of Thieves 2? But then you get other games that are like, we're going to give you more, so which one's better? Destiny 1 did so good, but is Call of Duty going to do better because they just make so much more?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, that is an interesting point. The yearly model versus the long haul model, where it's just like, all right, this is our game for the next.
And then there's kind of like
future.
Then there's kind of like the in between. You get like the Diablo games, right? There's a ton of space in between each one, but like that they're gonna come out with them. But like, Diablo 3 took the spectrum for that kind of game for such a long time. Now, there are lots of games in between that are like it. Now, when Diablo 4 comes out, is it going to be that huge hit again? And then it doesn't need to make a game for another, couple of years.
So, right.
But, yeah, I don't know.
Man, I'm excited for Diablo.
I'm excited for the new season because, that competition.
That competition.
But by the way, to our viewers, a little bit of an update on season competition we talked about. We're going to be adding some more goals and a point value system, which I will be working on, and we'll get that posted on our social medias, so you can also follow it and share your score with us. Just one day.
Yeah, if y'all can beat us, then if you can beat me, I guess slow clap.
It's not really going to be that much of
a... then we will email you a T-bone steak.
Will we?
Yes, Brad, we will.
Okay, well,
yeah, absolutely.
So, Randy, start working on getting a high quality picture.
Yeah, I was wondering if Brad would realize that he was like, I was like, waiting for him to say, like, all right, Randy, try to start working at getting a really good job so you can afford that. He said email it.
I won't be able to afford to get even like 2 people beating me in that because No, I just finding a high quality picture. That's harder than getting a good job.
Man, well, I think we'll legit do that. If you do beat us, like, I don't know.
Well, no, like, yeah, email us your score or like instant message or whatever you can do on social media, and we'll definitely shout you out in our podcast if anyone ever responds.
Yeah, we'll shout you out.
I mean,
I was just like, man, that was really not sure, and then I was like, wait, no, that won't.
Even if it's like 3 people, we'll be able to give enough time because I mean, we don't get too many responses, but it's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen. This is our big break, dude.
Well, I didn't say our big news. So our podcast is now on like 5 different streaming things, or I don't know what you call them, streaming things. They're on YouTube, iHeartRadio, which is a Southern thing, I think.
It's all over.
Is it all over? Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's all over.
And then we are also on Apple Podcasts, Spotify officially now, and also on something called Audio Boom. It's a podcasting website, I think, or app or something.
Heck, yeah, and we are also on MySpace and and Second Life and Star Wars the video game and also the Lego Movie 2.
Oh my gosh, if we're on the Lego Movie 2, boner alert.
Man, I did not know that Legos would sexually excited, Brad. I know what to get you for Christmas.
No. Chris Pratt sexually excites me.
Okay, I see. Even in Lego form? You know what
Even in Lego form.
form.
Especially in Lego form.
Man, just when he's sliding down that magic confetti tube, dude. Oof.
No idea what confetti tube we're talking about here.
When you transition into the real world in Lego Movie, come on, man.
I don't remember that.
What?
I haven't seen it,
You are a scrub, dude. Come on, man. Get with the program.
Dude, it's been so long since I've seen that movie.
Oh my gosh, that's a quality movie.
That's a freaking great one.
It's something.
It
is a movie, that's for sure.
You know what? You're not even wrong. I wouldn't describe it as mushy, though.
Nope, saying. I would not.
Mushy? I would not describe it as mushy.
Maybe a little bit of crab flavoring, but...
Ironically, I just realized that is an actual description of some movies, so my joke is dead.
Mushy?
Yeah.
What mushy movies describe as mushy?
Oh, I guess like any kind of chick flick.
Man, it's a mushy movie, meaning it was like chick flick or whatever, a grandma movie, you know?
Oh, I wouldn't necessarily use that. I would say
a moister
feeling.
That's one moist movie.
It's a moist feeling movie.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, dude, I was moist while I was watching that movie.
Man, okay.
This went.
That's cool.
This turned into something else. I think I don't even know.
Man,
it turned into 50 Shades of Grey. That's 7 Shades of Grey.
70? That's your adaptation of the movie?
Yeah.
We got 20 extra shades just to encompass all the different values, man.
Also, I'm gonna try to figure out how to do it, but in March we're gonna, or April or May, or in the future, we're gonna be playing Dungeons and Dragons, and so I'm gonna figure out a way to maybe like live stream it or just record it and then post that as well.
That's a huge mistake.
It's gonna be a mistake because it's gonna make us go off the rails. We're gonna be weird, but whatever. It's gonna be fun.
The main reason it's gonna be a huge mistake is you trying to figure out how to Instagram stream.
Oh, not Instagram. No, I'm just gonna record it. It's gonna be like screw you. First of all, second of all, I'm gonna do it on YouTube or something. Or Twitch, because can't you do that kind of stuff on Twitch?
Yeah.
Oh man, it's inappropriate.
Literally, I have no idea what Twitch even is, so...
Listen, they just banned presenting female nipples, so...
What?
That was actually Tumblr, just saying.
Oh.
And that was the actual text of no more presenting female nipples. You can't present them.
Yeah, you can't present them anymore.
If
they just happen to be there, then it's fine. There's nothing... So what's the difference between presenting and then just having?
I guess which part of your body is, what would you call that?
Well, see, what if I'm not presenting it? What if it's just, like, there?
It's just there?
I'm not shouting, hey, look at, hey, look at these female nipples. That's one thing. What if I have my female nipples just hanging out?
So, here's the big question. Are your nipples female?
I was just gonna say, male on top of it.
I didn't say my body female nipples. I just meant female nipples on like a poster that I have.
Freezer somewhere.
I just sliced them off someone.
So, if I say oh man, this is getting kind of controversial, but I'll be careful. So if I identified as female, but I am biologically a male.
Okay.
And have had no surgery, and I present my nipples. Is that presenting female nipples?
I mean, I don't know. You're gonna have to ask him something.
It literally depends on who you're talking to, because some people would be like offended.
I just want to know if I'm gonna get banned or not, dude.
Dude, how about you try and find out?
So what's the difference? Okay, I mean, I know like the immature, and I know like I guess I don't know, like, but what's like the difference honestly between a female and a male nipple?
Lactation, maybe.
Maybe
Size.
that makes the difference. Lactation, that's a thing. But like, what if I'm not lactating? See, there's still no difference. And
I don't know, dude.
I know plenty of guys with huge nipples, so size isn't a thing.
I'm not a biologist or whatever.
Like, it's literally just the boob. It's not even the nipple. It's the boob.
Also, I'm saying, is it okay if is it okay if I Photoshop males onto females? Then is it okay?
Right? Exactly. Like what?
It's not.
Like.
Listen.
Or like,
you're
opposite.
breaking the system.
Wait, Bryce. What if it's the opposite? Bryce, a girl identifies as a male and has her nipples out. You know, right? Like, she believes she's a male, so like she's
in her mind, in her heart.
Well, by time we're meaning female nipples, does that mean like you're talking about like the boob and the nipple, like the package, you know?
So let's get a girl with a shirt on,
like,
and then just cut nipples out. So
There you go.
well, then it's just just pictures of nipples.
Exactly.
Wait,
It's a male or female. We'll never know.
because like I want to see like a side-by-side comparison of like a male nipple and a female nipple, nothing attached to it.
Female nipples are stretched out because they have boobs.
That's
So
what
what if she's like really flat-chested, or he's like really boobish?
Well, then it's obviously different. But just like a normal like a boob, and then a male chest. You know, there's going to be a difference in size.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's pretty true. Average comparison, yeah. I don't know, man.
And I would say their definition would be, regardless of identification anatomically.
It's just a boob. They
would
don't
be
want
there,
people flopping boobs out.
Yeah, anatomical. So I guess if the guy's fat enough, then that would count still.
Which I guess so, yeah. But I mean, no one wants to see that anyways. They don't even want to see it.
Hey, man, some people are probably into that.
Oh.
I'm not shaming on this.
Yeah, I like to have sex with someone's rolls.
Man, you joke, but it's a thing, and that's fine.
I mean,
Well, this has
Alright.
trailed off a little bit. Any final thoughts, anyone?
I'll be writing my suicide note later this week and posting it online. for
Wait.
everybody to read.
Don't commit
Just
suicide
kidding.
until you move down here.
Yeah, that's not a funny joke.
Yeah, it's not.
Um,
Wow. Awkward.
I was going to offer to proofread it so that I can make sure that you were grammatically correctly.
Oh man. Yeah, I'll send it to you first, Randy. Man,
What?
kill this joke, dude.
Whoa, you're the one that started the joke. You started this joke. Anyways,
Listen, Captain. If
Sorry.
your crew is messing up, you gotta put down the mutiny, dude.
well, okay, well, walk the plank.
Mutiny? What? Mutiny?
Walk the plank.
Oh man.
Nobody's mutinying. We're just.
Listen. Okay.
Anyways, final thoughts. I guess TV shows are good and bad. Video games, there's different kinds of them, and then nipples. Oh, all right, that's a good wrapping up. I think.
Listen. TV shows, video games, nipples. That's all my life is.
That's the title of the episode, 100%.
And I really want to play D&D. That's literally all I think about in life. So, Yep. Oh, we're also looking at houses today. That was fun, right, guys?
That was so much fun, dude. Never had it anymore.
Amazing. You know what I love better than seeing a nice house?
A not expensive house.
I was gonna say the price tag attached to it that's exorbitantly expensive.
Oh.
Yeah.
Why do things that you need have to be so expensive and things that you want?
Yeah, like food.
Yeah, food. It's so expensive.
Why can't
That makes me so angry.
just be free, man?
I agree. Like everybody
Free the food, man.
Free the nipple. Owing the food.
Oh, that too.
What's the difference?
I eat both. I'm not a
Oh
cannibal.
my gosh.
It's the sexual kind. I'm not a cannibal.
Are you sure? Because like I remember seeing you like eating some like
I'm a
meat.
vegan, or what is
I believe that
it? Is
for
it a
a
vegan or the other one that does
Vegetarian.
vegetarian?
Vegan's really hard.
I literally kept thinking vegetable, but I couldn't think of the other one. Whatever you just said, vegetable. I mean, whatever.
Dude, you're really good at this.
I'm tired. I don't even know.
Brad, do we want to stop this?
Yeah, probably. We should probably wrap it up. All right. Any final words, Randy? You didn't say any final words.
I don't have any final words.
Okay, Bryce.
I'm sorry.
That's all I can say.
All
Sorry.
right. Well, hit us up.
Story of my life.
Social media, Instagram,
Yes.
Facebook,
Like,
and Twitter. DFI
like.
Podcast. We are trying to get better at posting stuff. But,
Comment, subscribe,
yep.
ring that freaking bell,
Ring it like a
and
ding-a-ling-ding.
smash that like button, dude.
Oh, or that subscribe button. That's even better. But have a fantastic week, everyone.
And Merry Christmas.
Oh, Merry Christmas! Yeah, 8 days.
Or whatever you celebrate.
Or whatever you celebrate. Hanukkah,
Happy
Hanukkah,
holidays.
happy
You're right.
holidays.
There
I
we go.
apologize.
All right.
Happy Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa.
Kwanzaa. That is the most like,
See.
What's that one from Seinfeld? It's like the Festivus Bowl or whatever.
I don't know. My recommendation is just to never aiming them because you're gonna miss some holiday. That's
Nah.
See,
just
my
don't stop hanging
recommendation
out.
is celebrate as many holidays as you can, because the more holidays you celebrate, the more presents you get.
And you know what? YOLO.
Say no,
Because
say
no.
no,
you
no.
only
Isolate
yell-
yourself.
Isolate yourself
And just say solo. Shout out to Andy Samberg for my man crush. All right.
There we go.
Have a good week, y'all.
Later.
Bye.